And welcome back to a special, very special Who Would Win. Now, it's Thursday, so some of you might be wondering why I'm doing a Who Would Win on Thursday when it's not the week up. Well, that is because of one very specific reason. This is a happy birthday Who Would Win to Luke Morehouse. Now, Luke, I will say, I tried to find the character, I think it's Zana and Gladys. Unfortunately, I don't know who those characters are. He didn't actually specify beyond those first names. So, to compensate for that, though, I am going to do just another one of the ones you suggested a while back. The irony of this is I'm still going to do my Who Would Win tomorrow. You were actually the next one up on the list for the Who Would Wins. So, yeah, you just helped me bump them up a bit more. So, honestly, this is all helpful in the long run. But anyway, so I just figured I'd do another one that you already suggested. And this one is Sandman, or Sandman from Marvel Universe, versus Crocodile from One Piece. Both are sand manipulators, sand users. Now, with Sandman came Marco. He was a felon. He got caught in an accident, and he basically gained the ability to turn his body, his molecular structure, into sand. Gives him increased strength. He can absorb more sand to make himself stronger. He is kind of weak to water. It solidifies him, essentially. But he's not... It doesn't actually hurt him. Now, if you were to, say, throw him in a pool, he would dilute. He'd have to, sink to the bottom and reform as mud on the ground. Or on the surface. The floor. Sorry, the floor. Thinking words here. He's capable of morphing himself into, you oftentimes see him have, a mace or a hammer or things along those lines. Expanding the size of his hands, things along. So he's he is dangerous, but he's also a father, so he does, have a nurturing side. Crocodile, likewise, is another sand user from One Piece. Now, I don't follow One Piece as extensively as, say, I did Naruto or Bleach or Hellsing. Yeah, there's one called Devil 666, which I really enjoyed. So I didn't follow One Piece of the Shonen or Dragon Ball Z. I didn't follow One Piece as closely. But I do know a little bit. And Crocodile is a character I do know. Now, his abilities come from all these guys. All these abilities come, generally speaking, from either something called Haki, which is an ability most people have, or things known as Devil Fruit. You eat it, you gain an ability. So he ate a Logia, which basically there are three types. There's Paramecium, which can just give any random ability. Which can give you a random ability. There's Zoan, which can turn you into an animal, give you animal powers, and then there's Logia, which basically gives you an elemental ability. These also mean your bodies actually can turn into the elemental ability. Now there's a distinction between what Logia users can do and what Sandman can do. Sandman's actual body is literally made of sand. That it's actually made of sand. He doesn't even need to do it unconsciously turn to sand. Logia users' bodies are not actually made of those substances. Like, in this case, Crocodile's body is not actually made of sand instinctively. He can instinctively, reflexively turn it into sand, so he can turn into sand, but his body's actually not made of sand. He can do pretty much everything that Sandman can do. He's also capable of sucking the moisture out of things, too, which is very dangerous. He's also got a gold hook on his hand, which he can use for fighting. But that is actually where the key difference and where I would guess in this fight the advantage would come is that Crocodile can be taken by surprise and not be sand at points. Sandman is always sand. However, Crocodile at least has the advantage that he is a pirate. He's had years of experience on the battlefield. So he does have combat experience over Sandman, who's pretty much just a brawler and just uses his abilities in Mass Effect. So let's assume that this fight takes place, and I might be overlooking an ability of one of the two. I can't be certain on that. I could be certain, but that would take more time, and this one I can do really quick. That's another reason why I chose it out of the ones you gave me. So, by the way, yeah, on that Zana versus Gladys, I think if you want to just resubmit that one, just give me a bit more specifics on who you're actually talking about, and I'll do it at another point in time down the road. But anyway, these two's clash. Let's assume that because there's a lot of multiverse shenanigans that happen in both DC and Marvel, Sandman winds up in the One Piece universe on the fighting on the Grand Line, and people think he ate the Zoa fruit and he's got crocodiles there. The crocodile's dead, but nope. Crocodile's still around. So he comes and confronts him. He's like, "Yo, I don't know how you got the same power as I do." But I don't like it. And their fight would go down. Now their fight would go down, and they would just be sand. See, the problem with this fight in describing it is just going to be a lot of the same stuff over and over again. They can't blunt force trauma each other. They can't slice each other. They can't blow each other up. Now, could they theoretically absorb one another? Sure, but it'd be like when someone else like a creature tries to absorb another creature of the same material in in fiction. One will just explode. They're both sentient individuals, so you can't absorb one or the other in this case. But what it's going to come down to is that split moment where Crocodile doesn't turn into sand. Like, Sandman continues to berate him with sand, and then at the moment he reforms, Sandman actually hits him, and he can't reflexively turn into sand again. Because all sand is everywhere, they're both a part of it, which means they're both sensing the same things. Sorry, I think the dog was... You snoring, Pop? Yeah, I think you're snoring. So... Yeah, she's snoring. That's what it is. So the fight, honestly, I think Sandman would have to take the fight because we've seen more the little bit I know of Crocodile, we have seen more widespread effects, or I should say, more epic proportion abilities from Sandman as opposed to Crocodile. There's no moisture to absorb out of Sandman because he's also made of sand, so that effect doesn't work for Crocodile's benefit. The only thing that really one person has over the other is the fact that Sandman is always sand. Sorry, the dog is sleeping. She's having dreams. It's funny. She's going. She's doing. She's chasing the rabbit. Anyway, yeah. The real key difference here is that Sandman's always sand, whereas Crocodile needs to turn into sand. He needs to mentally do it. And to be fair, he has perfected that technique so he can do it reflexively, but at the same time, there is ways to take advantage to get around that. It's just a matter of taking him by surprise. And if someone is just as powerful as him in his own ability, then he could theoretically be taken by surprise, and he could be taken out. So, because of just the nature of this, I've got to only go like a margin. And like 5% above the 50%, 45 to 55, in favor of Sandman, King Marco. He's going to take the win in this fight. Excuse me. Oof. But that's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Do you think Sandman always wins, or do you think Crocodile could actually pull out the majority of wins here? Actually, I need to change that. I think 95% of the time, Sandman takes it. Is there a theoretical way that Crocodile can win? Maybe. That's why I'm giving the 5%, because he is experienced, a better tactician than Marco would be. But put it in the comments below if you think there's a way Crocodile can honestly beat Sandman. Because, look, from what I know of them, anything you can do, I can do too, is basically the motto in this fight right here. Except Sandman has the advantage of actually being sand, whereas Crocodile isn't always sand. He is just a normal guy at points. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think it's closer or farther than I made it? Put in the comments below. Let me know. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Revere, Magic, what if, anything I can do on the channel. Put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to that at some point. So I'll be back with a what if today, because it's the week of what if. And I'll see you later, folks.